Hello mindenki, látsz vagyok, ez pedig itt az Assassin's Creed Odyssey 51. része. Előző részben itt hagytuk abba, hogy Perikles Szimpóziumánál vagyunk, és két mellékküldetésünk van. Ez pedig Drink Up, Sophocles-szel és Oil and Love. Inkább legyen ez. Először kezdjük ezzel. Aztán csak tovább jutunk. Oké, először Sophocles-szel.
A new face in Perikles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
Van nevem.
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself then? Creature of many names?
Cassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Cassandra, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
Anyám.
Now, if you'll excuse us, I was just about to dazzle this old dog with my impression of Perikles. I call it the wooden board.
The man is your host.
Under every stone hides a politician, I always say. And Perikles is no different.
Hát jó. Most ezekkel kéne beszélnem? Hoppá.
Of course, I only use the terms war, or God, or civility in the context of what can be observed. So I can observe soldiers fighting, but does that bring me any closer to understanding war?
I haven't seen you around before, citizen. Perhaps you'd like to spare me conversing with this man of nonsense?
Beszéljünk.
Sure, we can talk. What about?
Before Protagoras changed the subject, we were talking about the next great leader of Athens, Cleon.
Aha. Cleon nagyszerű. Beszéljünk arról, hogy miért vagyok itt. Cleon idióta.
I'll change the subject again. I'm looking for someone. A Spartan woman.
Spartan? Hopefully she's dead in the gutters. It's better than those mongrels deserve.
Oké.
I wonder if you found the woman, even if you saw her with your own eyes, would you believe her existence to be true?
This is getting nowhere. Forget it.
If you don't want to discuss that, then what?
Anyám borogas. Miért hívott meg Perikles?
If you're an ally of Cleon, why would Perikles invite you?
You're not from Athens, outsider. Here, we keep our enemies closest of all.
Aha. Hol van az
Why isn't Aspasia here?
Can you be certain she isn't? To observe her presence is still no guarantee that she is here.
In my opinion, it's just like her to cower in the shadows while we stand out here in the light.
Aha. Elég a
This
beszélgetésből.
has been useless. Gyere.
Ámen. Velük nem tudok beszélgetni. Velük. Oké, nem ízlett neki a bor, vagy nem tudom. Még velük tudok esetleg beszélgetni.
And so it isn't the rich and powerful, but the gods who are the source of justice?
What? No! Have you been listening to nothing I say?
Oké, akkor inkább menjünk tovább. Ez mi ez? Interact. Oh, olívaolaj. Beszéljünk
I
veled.
suppose you've come
Sophocles.
here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
Nem volt harc. Mi az? Clues, mindjárt eszembe jut. Nyomok után kutatok. Gazdag és arrogánsság fej vagy.
Spare me. I'm only looking for clues to help me find a Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous, xanthodontus, exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
Le kell itatnunk Euripédészt. Jelenetet akarsz rendezni.
So we get him drunk and he talks. He sounds more Argive than Athenian.
Impressive, foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
Aha. Miért hívott meg téged
How do
Perikles?
you know Perikles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen.
Miért vagy mérges
You're
Euripédisre?
awfully worked up over Euripides. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Euripides and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams it with that banal young plaything, Aristophanes, I will never know.
Oké. Ideje
I'll
partizni.
get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Oké.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
Sweet wine?
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
Nagyon remélem, hogy jót választottam.
It's come back for more. Care to see my impression of Protagoras? I call it the flapping bladder.
Oké.
I'm sure she wouldn't.
When I need to relax, I start a fight. For you, though.
Quickly, bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
Ivóversenyt kéne rendeznünk. Szolgálni vagyok itt. Miért nem segítesz nekem először?
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
Jó.
I'm Perikles' new servant. I'd be happy to bring some wine.
An Athenian servant, you. And these are wine-pouring muscles.
I was a rower on Perikles' ship where he took pity on me. Now I pour wine for people who question my word. And his.
I wasn't questioning, perhaps one drink.
Miért nem beszélsz
Why
Szofoklesszel?
don't you just apologize to Sophocles?
It's he who should apologize to you.
Sophocles is a friend, and one good friend is worth an entire family. He just needs time to recover from his outburst.
Aha. Miért hívott meg téged Perikles?
Perikles has invited all of you here for some reason.
Either we dine here and praise Pericles, or we dine with Cleon. But Cleon has all the charm of a typical politician. A horrible voice, bad breeding, and vulgar manners.
Aha. Igyunk.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
Jaj, remélem jó bort hoztam.
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Na, ez az.
Ready
Írjatok
for
még.
more?
hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more.
Ez az.
You ready for another?
Nem is akkora az a kancsó, hello.
This wine is terrible.
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Every this, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she'd trust priests.
Then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it.
Ajaj.
Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
Térjünk vissza Szofoklészhez. Oké. Menjünk Alkibiadészhez. Jaj, biztos, hogy én ide be akarok menni?
Someone's being hurt. Open this door or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Perikles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I only came to the symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
Okay.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Ne térjünk el a tájtól. Nem akarok nézni görög orgiát. Yeah.
Now, it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Aha.
Theatera. I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts. Ali, come back inside. Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
Oké. Ez picit kínos volt. Nem ezt akartam. A rossz gombot nyomtam meg. Quest. Oké. Még ezt kell befejeznünk elvileg. Hoppá.
How's Euripidis? Drunk, I hope.
Nem lát, hogy
You can
sem.
stop hiding in here. Everybody won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If
Okay.
you see Perikles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
Jó. Ez is megvan. Szintet lépünk? Majdnem. Beszéljünk Szokratésszel.
If it isn't the one who agrees that knowledge is most important.
I think we agreed our use of that knowledge couldn't be more different.
You remember. Perhaps our conversation can continue.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
Nem lehet olyan fontos. Zavarok.
You have been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
We're discussing the nature of rulers. We're better to do so than here. I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
Nem szabad hagynunk Szofoklesznek, hogy bejusson a bőrünk alá.
This argument between you two is pointless.
Perhaps. How do you define art?
I'm not getting dragged into this.
Very well. Answer this. Does the artist not give form and symmetry to her subject?
Well, yes.
Laws and justice do much the same for people, do they not? And is there any better way to communicate the story of a people than by revealing its customs and laws? If yes, then ruling, and thus justice, must be an art, as Thrasymachos says.
If you say so.
Aspasia.
Aha.
You shouldn't be too hard on Socrates. He really has a brilliant mind, even if he comes off a little strong.
He isn't always like that, is he?
Ah, Phoebe. Perikles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Cassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Cassandra will be right behind you.
Okay.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
Nem én voltam. Kémkedsz utánam, nem volt fontos.
Your spies have been watching me. I knew you people couldn't be trusted.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
Köszönöm.
These may be the nicest clothes I've ever worn, but I feel a bit uncomfortable, to be honest.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
Okay.
I'm searching for a woman who fled Sparta with her child years ago. I was hoping you might help.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for.
Okay.
Now do me a favor and get Perikles to come down here and greet his guests.
Hogy tudok felmenni? Hol egy lépcső? Egy lépcsőt keresek, please, please. Ah, bingo. Hol? Itt. Oké. Okay. Most mozizunk körülbelül ebben a részben.
Cassandra!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Aspasia küldött engem, ne Phoebe-t hibáztassa. Ne rejtegesen a vendégei elől.
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Miért akarod, hogy Phidias megszökjön?
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty. And of course, there were other threats.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but one day when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
Miért ostracizoltad az
I don't
saját
understand why
barátodat?
you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said he was your friend.
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if there's something I can do about it.
So you did this to protect him?
Anaxagoras understood my fears. 10 years may be a long time, but at least he'll be safe.
Oké. Miért küldenéd Metiochoszt valahova veszélyes
Why
helyre?
send a Matiochos to the fishing district if it's dangerous?
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have many loyal friends.
My people are important to me.
El kell neked mondanom
Your
valamit.
life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
Komolyan kellene venned ezt a tanácsot. Én is aggódnék Atén miatt.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Perikles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to her, Perikles. The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members, and I believe him when he says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
Oké. Jól van. Rendben, és akkor szerintem most itt lenne vége ennek a résznek, remélem tetszett nektek. Ha tetszett, iratkozzatok fel, nyomjatok egy lájkot, írjatok kommentet. Mindent megcsináltunk ezen a szimpóziumon. Következő részben viszont valahogy kijutunk, egy kicsit nehezebb lesz, ugye körbe kell mennünk, mert aztán mind nem tudok kimászni. Ebben a ruhában úgy, mint Evie nem tud mászni Cassandra. Jól van, de akkor remélem várjátok a következő részt. Köszönöm a figyelmet, Lac voltam, minden jót! Sziasztok! Sick bubble girl!